My whole process with metastatic breast cancer is not a downer, because when people hear that stage 4 metastatic breast cancer, they think the ending result, I'm just done and that's it for me. I don't look at life like that. Hi, my name is Kathryn Jackson, and I'm a metastatic breast cancer thriver. I was diagnosed at the age of 37 with metastatic breast cancer. Growing up, I just had an amazing childhood. I was swimming, dancing, gymnastics, everything you can think of. During high school, I was the biggest Aaliyah fan. I used to dress like her and everything in high school. Everybody knew me as the #1 Aaliyah fan. So at the age of 19, I had my daughter, Aaliyah. Of course, I was gonna name her Aaliyah because I loved Aaliyah.
My name is Aaliyah Jackson, and I am the daughter of Kathryn Jackson.
At the time when I had my daughter, I was just so driven to making sure that I did everything possible to make sure that she would have everything. One day I was in the bathroom and I felt a strange lump, which was on my right side. And I was like, what the heck is this? So only thing I knew was to call my gynecologist. And I called her and I was like, I feel a strange hard spot on my right side. And I don't know what this is. And I've never had this before, but it felt like a hard mosquito bite. She was like, okay, well, if you have a strange spot, it might not be concerning. We have an appointment coming up the next day. Can you come? And I was like, yes. So my gynecologist told me to lay down on the table, and then she started to do the check. So when she rubbed around on my right side, she was like, yeah, this is a hard spot. It might be concerning. And she called to see which department would be able to take me to get a mammogram and a breast ultrasound. The next day, which I'll never forget, I was at work at my new job. I get a phone call and the doctor on the phone said, hey, the samples that we took out, unfortunately, is cancerous. And then my whole face was like, wait. So wait, I have cancer? At that time, my whole head was all over the place because, again, I had my daughter and I was a single parent. I was just thinking I have to be here for my daughter. That was the only person I was thinking about.
When I found out, the first time I found out, I was a little sad. Then I was like, okay, mom could do it. I'm pretty sure my mom could fight through it. And because she's very strong, anytime anything happens, she's always strong and thriving to her best ability. So I was just like, okay, I know she's gonna fight through it. She got it.
So during my treatment, I feel like the insurance played a big role of why things dragged out so long. I was even on the phone sometimes advocating for myself for the insurance, and they were like, oh, your oncologist has to call and give his reasoning. And it was just a lot of paperwork that I feel like is unnecessary for somebody to be dealing with. And it prolongs treatment for a lot of people. So the pandemic happened. A lot of patients' treatment plans got pushed back because of it. My scans got pushed back all the way up until November of 2020. So had my scans, was thinking oh, okay, I'm cancer-free still. Had my scans and unfortunately the same look all over again. And the head, radiologist was like, okay, you're gonna have to come in again and do another biopsy. I would say in September of 2022, I got COVID really bad. I was out for 3 weeks. I just felt like something was just not right in my body at all, but I ended up getting better. And I ended up having my scans done in November of 2022. The day after I got my scans, my oncologist told me that I had to come in and she wanted to discuss what's going on. And so I came into the doctor's office and she told me that unfortunately the cancer was back, and it came back in my liver, and they saw a spot on my right hip bone and on the left breast area. And she was like, unfortunately now it's stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. And I was like, wait. I thought the cancer was completely gone. And now you're telling me that I have stage 4 metastatic breast cancer?
A time that hit me hard was actually recent because we was in a car and stuff, and she was looking for, I think, her card, and I could tell that she's getting weak. Like, I'm not trying to cry, okay? You could tell that she's getting weak, and I just feel like sometimes the medicine doesn't work, and like she has to always try different stuff because this certain medicine don't work and this other stuff doesn't work. So I just feel like it hit hard because I just feel like she's getting weak.
My daughter has just been an amazing help to this whole experience. Without my daughter being there, like, it would be very hard for me to do a lot of things on my own, because sometimes I have a lot of bone pain and sometimes I just don't feel like getting out the bed. So she makes sure that I am being well taken care of. My advocacy for breast cancer goes back when I first got diagnosed. The main thing with dealing with any type of diagnosis is advocating for yourself and making sure that people hear your story. And you can't be afraid to tell your story because this is your life and it should be heard, especially when you're dealing with something serious such as stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. And that's why I say I'm stage 4 metastatic breast cancer thriver, because everything I'm doing, I'm gonna keep thriving and keep striving for better outcomes for cancer patients in general. My legacy is I have cancer, it does not have me. I would say with everything, you dust yourself off and try again, of course, and you won't break my soul at all. So that's my legacy. My name is Kathryn Jackson. This is my life, and this is my legacy.